Hey everybody, Jimmy and Zorro up here on Mammoth Back Mountain and looking for clues of ancient life. I want to show you something that is probably the oldest structure I can think of on the place. It's now flooded. I don't think it was when it was built because I was in it when it was dry. There is a corbelled chamber under here, under this ice, and I've been in there. The mound goes all the way up with that big tree on it, and there's corbelled stones all around there. This tree's growing out of it. I guess it's been growing out of there a while, and it's been flooded a long time. It's been used as a well by a farmhouse that was over there that burnt down 60 years ago, I believe. And these are all corbelled stones going up, and this tree grows right out of the top of the mound. But like I said, when you're standing over here, you're on top of the chamber I was in, right here. I'm standing on it. Kind of freaks me out because when I was in that chamber, I didn't know what it was. And I got under there as far as I dared, and I saw these corbelled walls. I didn't know what they were at the time. I had no idea, no clue. I asked people, they didn't know. It has corbelled walls. And there's a big mound right here. And if you walk straight east, you'll hit the wall, the serpent wall. You can see it. And there's a stone circle right up there, and a pathway leads you right here. It has a connection, I believe. Must. This whole site seems spiritual to me, and I've always thought that, even before I knew there were any ancient peoples here. I always suspected there were, but I could never find them. I was looking for arrowheads and not corbelled chambers, I guess. And I never found any arrowheads. I found a lot of personal weapons. These people knew how to hit people over the head with rocks. And usually the prettiest rocks they could find, too. And they carved them all up into these animals. These animals that aren't around today. And we're talking a little bit, I guess, in how to date the wall. If you're looking at animals that died out 11 or 12,000 years ago, so you have a history at least from there back, and I always thought many generations lived here. This is old campsites in here. There's another spring right there, beautiful spring. Here's the Indian niche right here, and I call it that because that's what it is. There's the secret chamber where all the mystery shaman stones were found. And I'm going to show you this guy up here. I'm good at climbing on walls. Better than I am at playing music, but look at this thing. If you like white stones, you'll like this, because it's a very large piece of quartz that was put in here. And it's one of those natural walkways. And there's steps leading down. And it leads right to the corbelled chamber, which is right over there, which is really cool. Wall's huge here. Come over here. There's another walkway. Same thing. Something special going on down there. Must have been that chamber. And the other solar alignments and the history of the solar alignments with chambers in the area. I'm not sure which direction they usually face, but I think they have a direction they face. Maybe you can help me out here because I'm flying in the dark with this wall. I'm doing my best to explain it without harming it. There's crazy things in the wall that I haven't even shown you. Like this guy here, when you're talking another pathway going towards the corbel chamber. Very well worn and used. And I've walked it many times because it just naturally brings you there. But if you step back, you see that the wall from the serpent right there comes this way and terminates to a walkway. And if you really look, this is a stone circle right here. And this rock here, sorry, that must have fallen down this winter. This rock here is a piece of granite, and it's a worked piece of stone, and it's laying there. And it's got petroglyphs on it. There's one here, you can see it. And there's one right here. And the whole thing's been carved. The whole stone seems to have been carved all the way around. It's flat on the back, and it's sitting here on that stone circle. And it seems to me, and this is me, it's the face, and it brings you that way. I don't know what to say about it or to do about it, only that it's there. You can see how nice it is. And there's a stone circle right there on top of the wall. There's many of those. One little one there. There's a hidden chamber in there, which I've never opened up. These people put things in the walls like they used a bank, I think. Because there were caches of stones. Strange stones. See that piece of quartz right there? All pecked away in the center of this circle. Now these are the kind of things. See this? This is a stone tool. It's probably used to bash other stones with. And this is all pecked out, and it's in the center. Someone used it probably and put it there. And that's what I say. I find stone tools in the walls. I know they were made by a stone tool technology. And if we look closer at the artifacts that come out of it, I think we can tell a little better who was here. And especially, and this is important, what they were thinking. What was their temporal lobe capacity? And I don't use that term lightly, temporal lobe. We see snakes, serpents. They look like evil vipers. They always have a triangle on the head. And these weren't found here. These are found other places. I put them here to show you. This is all the way it's supposed to be. There's many artifacts with serpents carved in them. And crazy artifacts. And elephants or mammoths or mastodons. Elephants with big, big heads. Find a lot of that. Cats. Big cats, like lion type cats, you know, mean things. They put on their weapons. A lot of cats on weapons. Axes and double-headed axes and things like that. And I wasn't looking for these things. They sort of fell into my lap. And thank you to the thorn bushes that were here for 180 years or so. So I think I'm going to leave this chamber. This is my dog's toy. I'm going to leave this chamber alone for now. I'm not going to open it up because I don't think I should right now. I'm not comfortable with it. I showed you the strangeness of it, and I will explore it when I can figure out just what to do with it. And I'm going to walk one more place. We're going to walk east. And this, I'm going to show you, is Mammoth Back Mountain. What I've been talking about this whole time. Why people came here. Why they didn't desolate the place. Why they didn't desolate it with walls everywhere. It's just two long, straight north-south walls with alignments. At least one has alignments. I haven't explored the other. It's down there. Long walk. This is what I wanted to show you. This is Mammoth Back Mountain. This is a hard knob. This used to be a mountain connected to the Green Mountains, not the White Mountains. Old sediment, and all the sediment is laying vertical. And in between the sediment are huge blocks of white stone. See that? That's why we call them the white stone people. Because of that stone right there. Now, when I found this place, I said to myself, wow, someone quarried here. But they didn't desolate it. All the people that were here didn't desolate it. And it was quarried, and pieces were taken off, but they were used in a kind of unique way. They carved them into sculptures of polar bears. The white stones were polar bears for a lot of people. And I have the polar bears that they carved. It's incredibly crazy. This is the cairn I wanted to show you. I put the white stone on top. It has this huge stone, and we're east of the wall, which is right there, the snake wall. You can see it from the snake wall. And it has this unusual carving on it. You see it? Now, it was carved in and pecked and hacked. It's old. There's patina, the same as on the stone. It wasn't done recently. That's all I know about that. This stone is interesting because it's all been pecked and hacked. I thought it was natural for a long time, but it can't be. It's just too unique. I mean, look at the point on it. I mean, it's not a small stone. It's a boulder. And it's rests up here against this cairn like if they fit it in there somehow. I don't know if that's true. I can't say, and I don't know, but this is all pecked away. This whole thing, this whole surface. It doesn't look normal to me. It looks like it was pecked away by somebody. And so does this. I might be wrong, but I'm sticking with that one because I've looked at this rock for 6 years now. And the more I learn about this stuff, I mean, the more incredible I think these people were. And that's why I believe that they could have moved this. And see the split in it? Split cairn right there. Split stone cairn. And there's always this weird little notch cut out. I don't know if you noticed them, if you're familiar with these things, but I usually see that notch cut out in these things. And there's more cairns. And there's a megalith stone, a giant standing stone over there on the other side of the quarry that looks millions of years old. And it has the same shapes that like this in it on the face of it, on the north face of it. And it's big. It looks like it was cut out that way. And I only say that because of the shape of the cut in the stone. But everything's patinaed. You'd never see a tool mark in it.